Hey everybody, welcome to 9 Liner Tattoo. I figured I'd do this one slightly different and come out just into my front garden. As you can see, it's snowing a little bit, snowing a fucking lot, super snowy, hence why I've got my dressing gown on and it's really cold. This one's going to have some tattooing in it. Obviously I've not been able to tattoo for ages, so I'm digging through some old footage, so I don't quite know what's going to be in it, but you'll see soon, and I hope you enjoy it. Take it easy. Peace. Bye. Right buddy, you ready? Here we go. So you want the paw print in black, don't you?
Yeah.
And then the rose in blue. Alright, we'll crack on. Here we go, buddy. How's that?
Yeah.
Not bad?
It's a bit nippy on
Yeah.
the knuckle, but
Aye, the knuckle and probably here will be the worst bit. The rest of it should be not too bad, but you know, I'm sure you'll survive. I think I'm falling. I do like tattooing hands.
yeah. Been eyeing them up for a while.
A rose on the hands. Can't really get any better.
Because there was a few tattoos that I've been wanting, and I just didn't think this was going to be the next one, because I always knew I was going to get a paw print.
Yeah.
But I just didn't think it would have been this soon.
Yeah. How old was she?
We literally just turned 9 at the end of June.
Alright, okay. And is that a good age for that breed? Was it a lurcher you had?
Yeah, well, they were meant to live until they were about 13.
I don't think he had a clue what he wanted. A blue tattoo with no colour. Tribal, but it's not tribal. It's like you're saying something and then you're counteracting it in the next sentence. I want to help you, but I don't know what the fuck you want. If you don't know what you want, I don't know how I'm supposed to help you, you know? But he's made the first step, which is good.
I must get that all the time though. People
I do.
Tattoos
Yeah.
and not
I'm looking for the tattoo. What do you want? Oh, you ken the one, and I'm like, oh, the one. Aye, I've only got one of the ones left on her, but you know, I don't fucking have a clue what the one is. And then some people will actually use the words, what are folk getting at the minute? And I'm like, oh wow, that's how you get a tattoo, but judge on what people are getting at the minute. Yeah.
But, he kind of made me. He was like, if you don't stay with me, I won't see Ollie. And I was like, well, fuck off then.
Wow.
And I was like, see you later. And he's not seen Ollie since, but he stays in Broxburn.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And you live in Broxburn as well?
Yeah, and I've passed him a few times, and he's just doesn't give a shit.
Not bothered. So, we decided to go for a wee walk. As you can see, Vinny doesn't walk, so we're going for a wee carry. But there's Sarah, Compton, Mina, who's super old and super
He just fell up the curb.
clacking at death's door, but we're taking her for a donder because this will be the last time she sees snow for sure. So, but just in case you can't see, stand still for a second, sweetheart. Fucking Crocs.
They're comfortable.
Snowing for about 4 or 5 hours, and it's, as you can see, pretty heavy. I don't know, maybe 5-6 inches of snow or something, which for us is pretty awesome because we didn't get much snow, to be honest. So yeah, enjoy. You ready? It's like a skirt. Who is that? You alright, boy? You keep going then. Keep going. Come on, big boy. What was that, like the 4-minute warning or something? Good boy. Good boy. I see you, big man, I see you. Compton's like, this is the way I walk every night, I ken this path. So yeah, Mina is super old, not very well, struggling to breathe sometimes, unsettled up some of the time, but she's alright, she's happy enough at the minute. But yeah, we thought we'd take her out for a wee donder and see how she does. She's doing not too bad. She'll probably sleep for about 6 weeks now, but that's alright. So yeah. The reason I mentioned that. Right, let me see, what's this? What made you get into tattooing, and what made you choose your style of tattooing? Now, I've mentioned this a few times, and I think I made a video about it before, but my dad, he owns, well, part owns, he's a director, and works as still a vulcanizing company. Now, vulcanizers are not Star Trek fans. It's liquid rubber, so you get like sometimes 2 or 3 meter or 4 or 5 meter wide conveyor belts that bring coal and cement and stuff out of the earth, you know, at the big quarries. He repairs the belts all over the world, and he has done since I was a little pup. And some of that would involve heating up the rubber, patching it, and he would come home with what sort of looked. Remember when you were young at school and you put that PVA glue or whatever on your hands and peeled it off? I used to do that with my dad's hands at night when I was little, but it was black, you know, it was black rubber, and I peeled it off, and I spent ages I'm pretty sure now that he used to put on more than he should have done just so I could pick it off when he came home. But he had the tattoo, and he still does a tattoo on his forearm, and he got it from Terry's that I mentioned earlier in Glasgow. My dad's from Motherwell, Wishaw, and that, it fascinated me that the rubber, the black stuff came off, but this thing on the arm didn't come off. So I was already obsessed with that by the time I was super young, like 9 or 10 or whatever, even younger, yeah, way younger probably. And then, you know, punk rock came along and heavy metal came along, and, you know, I told this before as well, but since it's relevant, I'll say it again. When we were in high school, at the top of the hill was the high school, at the bottom of the hill was a little newsagents, juice, crisps, sweets, ice cream, the usual newsagents, you know, dirty magazines. I don't know if you get dirty magazines in shops anymore. I don't know. Not that I'm looking, but I don't. Somebody mentioned to me once that I don't think you'd. Anyway, there was a guy that used to hang about the shop as well, the bottom of the shop, and he used to have a long Mac, comb over, glasses. Yeah, I know. Stereotypical pedo looker. Anyway, if you gave him money, he would go in and he would buy you adult magazines. In return, what he wanted was for you to stand there while he flashed you. Now, his willy wasn't out. He had tighty whities on and a t-shirt. Just open it, stand there for a second, and then close it. You didn't see anything. He never had a hard on or nothing like that. He never had an erection, nothing like that. And that's what people used to do, you know. And I remember being like, maybe what age are you in? First year, 12, 13, 12 or something like that. I remember my mates would chip together and they'd all go in, get them to go in and get Scuddy magazines. But back then, tattoo magazines were on the same shelves as the porno mags, because even nowadays, I think, which is fucking ridiculous, there'll be a half-naked lady on the front cover, so I think a lot of people thought it was porn. So I used to get this guy to go in when he was going in for everybody else, usually once a month, once every 2 months or something. Give him the money, stand there, and you go, tattoo magazine. So yeah, that would be one of the reasons as well. I just became obsessed with tattooing. It was just like, how does this happen? How do you get these? How does it stay in? What the fuck's going on? And then when I was 14, I got my first tattoo, and then I'm not sure which way it went, uphill or downhill, but it went. And here you go. I'm now almost 42 years old, and it consumes my life. So it's great. But that's how I got into tattooing. What was that? Oh yeah, my style. My style. When I was an apprentice, I desperately wanted a style. I wanted people to look at my tattoos and go, it's a big Stu tattoo, definitely big Stu tattoo. And then realised that that was probably not going to happen for me, or I thought that, yeah, that's going to be so far down the line that it's not going to happen. And I was focusing on that too much when I was learning to tattoo, and it was causing havoc, you know. Why they don't look like this? I'm disappointed. And then it sort of dawned on me, well, maybe they shouldn't look exactly like the magazine. Maybe it should look like something however I draw it, or however I tattoo it, or whatever, you know. Now, I enjoy tattooing more than most people will ever know, more than a lot of tattooers as well. And I don't do realism. I have done some realism in the past. I probably could do more in the future, but I don't. That's maybe a fault on my part, I don't know, but either way. And I do everything else. And I do predominantly traditional or American traditional, whichever way you want to look at it. Bold lines, either all black or bold lines, tons of black, 4 or 5 colours at max, 3 colours ideally, but a little bit more. You know how I tattoo if you're watching this page already. And it's not something that it was a conscious effort. That's just, I sit down and draw something, and that's how I see it. When I'm drawing it, I've usually got the finished tattoo in my head, and that's just what I gravitated towards. And again, I think because my dad's got a traditional skull and crossbones on his forearm with a banner with his name in it, that's my earliest introduction to tattooing. And I think a lot of people might have been the same, and then when portraits came along, some people went, holy fuck, look at that, but that didn't interest me. It really didn't. I've got a photograph of that person, or I've got a photograph of that dog, or whatever. It never interested me really, you know. So that's as far as choosing the style, I don't think I chose it. I think it's just it chose me, man. And I don't want to say that, but it's just what I gravitate towards now. I've said this before and I'll say it again as well. If you come in here and you're not getting traditional and you're worried, don't be worried. You still get a fucking awesome tattoo. I put 100% in everything I do. Whether it's YouTube videos, whether it's tattooing, whether it's being a husband, whatever it is, being a son. It's all or nothing. But as you'll see from here, these are some of the stuff that I've tattooed. Everything on the walls has been tattooed already. But I'm just very humbled, very, very... You want to see Nick Cave's penis? There you go. Pretty cool, eh? Yeah, I'm super humbled that these... I've managed to... been allowed to tattoo these things. It really just buckles me. It really does. And I'll never forget it. I'll never take it for granted. I'll never... You know, I mean, look at the size of that. It's a fucking beast. You know? I'm just super happy to be tattooing, and hopefully I'll always be tattooing until I can't. So yeah, that's the best I can do really. I didn't choose it, it's just what happens naturally, I guess. But yeah, I just love tattooing. So yeah, there we go. Right buddy, you ready?
Ready.
Here we go, my man, here we go. I'm imagining this first part will be the least pleasurable because it's right down at the wrist, but I'm sure you'll be alright. Here we go, my friend. How's that?
Hummingbird never sings, 'cause I'm the one that's rambling in. Knew that you'd be in the lake just in time to resuscitate. Something's off for the mist, it seems, running away from all our childhood dreams. You're the one who still wants it all. Mine's the mind that cannot seem to recall. Since 17, mind your manners, 'cause we're You'll be on the right side. Your P's and Q's, let me hit the overdrive. But something's off or missed, it seems. We've run away from all our childhood dreams. You're the one.
Cheeky wee photograph. Look at the little trail leaves. Good boy. You want me to pick you up? Okay. Okay. Lazy wee shite. So you see the video footage on YouTube of dogs, and when they stop, like big dogs, when they've had enough walking, their owners are dragging them home. But when he stops, when he's had enough, he just stops. And if you don't carry him, he will just stand where he is. He's a stubborn little prick, isn't you? Good boy. So that was our one of our evening walks. Hope you enjoyed. Again, let me know what you've been getting on with, how you've been getting on with the snow and stuff. If you've had any, give me a shout, and I'll see you soon. Peace. Say bye-bye, man. Say bye-bye, man. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.